don't tell anyone. But you're listening to the best kept business secret and his podcast, dedicated to helping you understand the successful business secrets that others don't want you to know, making no secret of success. Now, here's your host and quite possibly the best kept business secret anywhere, Marc Ford.
Hello again and welcome to your Best Kept Business Secret podcast with me, quite possibly your best kept business secret, Marc Ford, business coach, author, podcaster and general tidy upper. On today's podcast, we have got the art of up. Yeah, you see, I will put a bleep in there, but I'm too cheap to have a bleep button. The fact that you don't need me or anybody else. How to stay ahead of wannabes and your competition. The lie that is find something that you love and you'll never work another day. Where belief really gets you, and the fact that you need to mind your manners on social media. Plus, a huge, massive, ginormous, blatant plug for an upcoming event in Leicester. So, after this little bit of music, let's get stuck into monetizing, growing, and marketing your business just better. You really don't need anybody. Now give me a minute before you totally tell me to do one and ignore everything that I'm about to say. Now, over the last 12 to 13 weeks, I've realised that I've spent much of my life being a very needy person. I've needed to feel loved, adored and appreciated. I've even got pissed off when somebody doesn't say thank you when I open a door for them or let them onto public transport before me. Now, it's a fear-based belief that was grounded in my own insecurities, probably from my childhood or something like that. And as a result of being so bloody needy, I've created an environment that has just kind of fed those insecurities. So I wanted the complete attention of my partner. And boy, did I get it. I demanded her time, focus, her adoration, energy and presence. It made me feel better, but I didn't reciprocate. Now, I've done the same with my son, and he lives with his mum, but I've tried to make him feel really guilty about not seeing him enough. I mean, he's 16 for Christ's sake. He's got girlfriends, he's got mates, exams, stuff like that going on. And I guess I've also created a similar sort of thing around my business. You see, the appreciation of the adoring crowd, and I've given them exactly what they wanted, which was certainly not giving them what I really wanted to give them, and I should have given them. You see, this neediness is hugely destructive. It's already destroyed my relationship with my partner, has caused problems with me and my boy, and has left me deeply unsatisfied when it comes to what I do as a business. I've become a sellout, and it is not a great place to be. Nobody can be happy in that situation. And I've realised, and perhaps if you're in the same boat, you'll come to realise that you and I need to take responsibility for our own happiness and our own success. Now, already my personal development, and trust me, it's been bloody hard, has taken me past the point where I need yours or anybody else's approval. I've got something more. My own approval. Personal and business satisfaction only come from when you don't need the approval of other people. Firstly, it's happening with you guys. I'm going to stop telling you what you want to hear. I'm going to go back to what I was really good at, which is straight talking, telling you as it is, and making you feel uncomfortable. Because if I don't, you'll end up listening to all the woolly sheep out there talking about bloody vision boards, closing your eyes and imagining that you're a millionaire and waiting to become a success without buying a bloody lottery ticket in the first place. Do you know what? I'd rather an audience of 20 people that get off their ass, do some hard yards and get rewarded because they are doing the right things at the right time than being sucked into the I can make you rich quick online programs and seminars run by people that have never got their bloody hands dirty, let alone done anything of any note in any walk of life. I am releasing my need for approval. I am going to be authentic, painfully authentic. But in the field of authenticity, there are rewards for doing so. Now, my biggest challenge going forward is detaching myself from those that are nearest and dearest. It has been very painful, and it has to be said. My need for adoration and adulation destroyed what we set out to be and how we wanted to run our lives. I used up their energy, I've used their attention, I've robbed them of it. And now I've decided that I don't need that anymore. They are actually left with nothing. How bloody unfair of me. You see, need is based in lack and fear. Want is based on desire. In business and in personal lives, we all want to be wanted, but very few of us want to be needed. However, that very rarely happens, and two people in business or personally come together to make a whole. But there is the problem. Only two whole people can create a whole working or personal relationship. Two people who view themselves as a half of any relationship are pretty much doomed from day one. Few people, though, are strong enough to stand alone, confident in their own abilities and whole, next to another confident and whole person to make a breathtaking relationship. Instead, two emotionally crippled people will get together pretending that they have created an unstoppable machine as one. Wrong. Perhaps when we look at books on leadership or personal relationships, there should be a book called You Do Not Complete Me. See, because the quicker we all realise this, the better your business and your relationships will be.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. For making things better.
How to read books. Now, before you switch off and say, Mark, stop being a twat, I know how to read a book, I just choose to do, please fill in the blank bit there. One of the things that has kept me ahead of the local wannabes when it comes to the results that I've helped businesses get is my consumption of knowledge. Or for those still listening on vinyl, books. Audiobooks, ebooks, electronic books, good old-fashioned books, and even writing my own books. On average, people spend only 100 hours per year reading a book, yet nearly 3,000 hours watching TV. That's 77 days a year watching the telly and just over 4 days expanding your mind. What the hell is wrong with that? So I want to share with you some principles about what you can do to get the most out of the books that 95% of your industry or niche aren't even bothering to prop up their coffee table with. Number one, if you can, buy it. Libraries are wonderful things and quite rightly should be protected. But if you're investing in a book that could have life and business changing information in it, so the things that you want to refer to over and over again, you need to go and buy the damn book. If you can't afford it, then fine, go do the library thing. However, on the way to the library, give yourself a bloody good talking to because you can't afford to buy a fucking book, okay? Otherwise, go take a look at the charity bookshops or places such as The Works, and they have some great bargain prices. Now, number two, if the book is yours and it speaks to you, get a highlighter pen and mark up the stuff that is smacking you right between the eyes. When you finish that book, find a blank page at the back and write down a summary of what has spoken to you and where it was. You see, quick reference guides are absolutely the dog's bollocks, they really are. Number three, tell everybody what an amazing book you're reading. Now this reinforces your learning, but it's also a great way to boost your ego because you know that a majority of your competition are reading the Racing Post, Twitter, and not a fat lot else. Number four, don't loan anyone your books. If you loan a book to someone, you are depriving them of the ability to make notes and highlight them of what really speaks to them. Instead, buy them a copy. Show your support and generosity, and it will inflict upon them the sense of obligation to actually read the bloody thing because you already know what's in it, and no one likes a quiz when they're not prepared. Number five, buy lots of books. If a title speaks to you, buy it. Even if you don't have time to read it now, you've got to have a shelf that says the to be read shelf and a stack of books waiting to be swallowed up by that lovely juicy brain of yours. Now number six, read a few at a time, one in different rooms. So you've got one in the kitchen, one in the living room, one in the bedroom, one in the toilet, one on the train, one for the plane. Depending on how much time you've got, the place and the mood that you're in. It really does work. And finally, number seven, don't force a book. If after 30 pages you think it's crap and it's not speaking to you, stop reading it, move on. No one learns jack when they are bored. Remember school? And they feel that they're being forced forcing themselves to do it to get through the pain. Read for different reasons. Read to learn. Read to cheer yourself up. Read for entertainment. Most books are better than most TV. Fact.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
The art of the fuck up. A year or so ago, Kieran, my lad, came to stay and turned around to me and said, "Dad, I have absolutely no idea why people ask you to speak at their events." Thanks for that. Well, I've seen you a few times, and one of the things you say is that you make things simple to follow. Well, if it's that simple, you're like every other trainer and teacher that I know. You all make it so bloody complicated. It's like following an adventure book. If you do this, you go to page 30. Then if you do that, you go to page 54. And if you do the other, you die. Stop making it complicated. Oh my God. And you know what? He was right. We do. He then came out with another nugget when it came to the art of the fuck up. I dropped the ball on something which probably was with somebody very important, and I was coming up with all these different scenarios in my head that they all kind of ended up with my balls in a bag, either with my severed head or on the front page of the Daily Mail. But he then said, "My new fuck up, Dad. Big deal. Everybody else has too. Just admit it, fix it, move on. Simple." From a 15-year-old boy, the little bugger. I mean, he's not, because he's 6'4", but he absolutely nailed it. And here's me telling everybody to keep it simple, and there's him, a 15-year-old, showing me how to keep it simple. So for those who still haven't caught up, here is how to master the art of the fuck up, okay? Number 1, big deal. Okay, so how many people listening have fucked up? Go on, put your hand up. Put your hand up. I'd love it if you have, because I can't see it. But thank you for joining in. But so what? Everybody screws up. Here's the thing though. How many of you planning to do it again? Hands up. Come on, hands up. How many are you planning to do it again? Seriously, you did it again. Honestly. But nobody plans to screw up, yet it's as guaranteed as tax and death. But if you're not planning to fuck up again, then you obviously aren't planning to do much in your life either, are you? It will happen. Big deal. No one is immune from messing up unless, of course, you're going to hide yourself away for the rest of your life. Number 2, admit it. The posh word for this, or posh words, are take responsibility, and very few are willing to do it. It's easier to blame everybody else for it, but very little progress will ever come even unless you take responsibility for what's gone wrong and you own it. Number 3, fix it. This can be difficult for the non-problem solvers out there, because actually we're never really been taught how to problem solve. So to fix the problem, we've already started solving it because we've admitted it. Now write it down so you can see exactly what you're dealing with. This stops you from making it far bigger than it really is. I'm fairly certain it's not a seismic disaster. Now break it down into manageable pieces so it can be attacked bit by bit. Now focus on the solution. Remember, focus on the solution and not the problem. Before, move on. We all love a good woe is me moment, don't we? And that's why there are support groups on Facebook full of people wallowing in small, insignificant and pointless problems because people make them feel good about it. I'm here for you, hun. Message me, blah, blah, blah. Nope. It is time to move on, because you might get run over in the next 2 minutes thinking about something that's done, dusted, and you can't change a damn thing.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
What you believe is happening in your business and your life is really happening in your business and your life. It determines how much money you make, how healthy you are, how successful you actually are. If you don't believe you can't do something, guess what? You probably can't. Well done for not believing in yourself. But if you believe you can do something, your chances increase hugely. I mean, it's not guaranteed, because I'm not a woolly sheep that will tell you to stick it on a bloody dream board and it'll appear. But I would more than suggest you have more of an advantage of getting shit done. So, what do you believe? Have you got a list of things that you are absolutely, steadfastly true of? The ones that you believe in with all your heart, your mind and your soul. Now, if you haven't, don't panic. You're going to get a chance in a minute. But as a coach, I reckon I can tell you what you believe in. Now, you're probably going, bugger off, Mark, you don't know me, and you are probably right, I don't. But I reckon I have a skill that can help me. You see, when it comes to beliefs that you hold, it boils down to how hard you are willing to work towards and preserve that belief and goal. I can tell you what you believe by looking at your car, your shoes, your house and your clothes. I can tell how hard you work and whether you believe in saving or spending. Give me 10 minutes with your accounts and your bank statements and a look at your house and even a sneaky peek in your wardrobe, and I know what you really believe in. It's true. This is not a trick, and I am being very, very fair, because remember, you can't hide actions. You can mask things in words and throw up smoke screens, but what you do is the real litmus test as to what you believe in. What you believe about yourself determines how you dress. Clean and fashionable, or bag of rags tied up. What you believe about happiness determines how happy you really are. What you believe about love determines how you love back. What you believe about achievement determines your own achievements. What you believe about success determines how successful you really are. So here is what I believe. My life is my fault. My results are my fault. Life is simple, so stop complicating it. Business is simple, stop complicating that. Most people are lazy. If you make something idiot-proof, God makes a better idiot, so you have to stop somewhere. Worry is a waste of time and energy. Life gets better as soon as I get better. Goodness is rewarded. There is no such thing as luck. How my child grows up is my fault. Love your work so much that it becomes fun. Happiness and love are things that need working at like an amazing garden. There you go. So now it's your turn. Write a list of what you believe in. Walk away from it for an hour. Then go back to it. Now answer me this. How many are you actioning? How many are real? And if they're real and you're not actioning them every single day, what are you going to do about it?
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
Find something that you love and you'll never work another day in your life. What a crock of crap. If you are signed up to this way of thinking, I need to have a word with you now. Now, the saying, find something you love and you'll never work another day in your life, is a robber of dreams, success and achievement. Why? I am going to tell you why. For small business owners, I seem to keep tripping over coaches that seem to think that if you shut your eyes, dream a little dream, say some incantations and keep your fingers crossed and your toes, shit will happen for you. Now, whilst belief certainly plays a part in achievement, it's hardly the bloody blueprint of getting anything done. You see, I love doing video, radio and public speaking. I love coaching clients. But I still have to work every single day. And if you don't know what I mean, I will tell you what I mean. So, for this video alone, I've had to sit and write a script. Now, for some, I research them and then write the script. Then I've had to get into my little studio, then I've had to light it, then I've had to set up the microphone, then I've had to test the shot, then I've got to record it, then I've got to switch it all off again, then I've got to design the title graphics, then I've got to edit the video, then add bits and pieces to it, then do a version for Facebook, then one for YouTube, then one for Instagram, then I'm going to upload them, then I've got to add descriptions and text, then add tags and hashtags, then post it, then share it, then answer any comments on them. You see? That's work. It's not necessarily the doing of the thing that you enjoy being the work. It's the prep, it's the stuff that surrounds it, it's the marketing, it's the admin, it is the planning, it is the strategizing, it's the getting shit done. That's the work. So, now tell me if you find something you love and you'll never work again. You probably will. It's just that the bit you like doing will make the rest seem so much softer.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
So, according to whatis.com, the definition of social media is the collective of online communications, channels, dedicated community-based input, interaction, content sharing, and collaboration. And I want to share a couple of thoughts with you on that last bit, collaboration. Collaboration, according to the Cambridge English Dictionary, is the situation of two or more people working together to create or achieve the same thing. So how does adding you to a person's page, group or community without consent become collaborative? This is happening daily, weekly and monthly all over the world. People, organisations and businesses choosing to add you to their groups and pages. Yesterday I snapped. Someone who wears various little hats in business and is famous locally decided that I should like and follow their page as a public figure. At no point was I asked, along with 7,000 other people, which has dropped by more than a few as the day went on. I wasn't the first to leave feedback and say that this isn't the done thing, and someone who considers themselves as an influencer should bloody know that. I got a reply which was nothing more than blaming Facebook because it encouraged them. Now, if I said jump off a cliff, would they? And that's because I knew them on a Facebook personal level that it was right to assume that I would be happy to be added. No, it's not. It's called frickin' manners. Things that as a generation we seem to struggle to do regularly. I have only about 500 likes on my page, not because I'm not very good, but because I've invited each and everybody. Some may have come across me and chosen to like the page, and to all of you, thank you very much. I hope that I offer you value, thoughts, ideas and strategies, as well as the odd shameless plug of my stuff, but it's because I want to work with you to create the best possible business for you. That's my mission, and it is not to be famous for the bloody sake of it. And I look at this page and my Best Kept Business Secret Insiders group as working collaboratively with you. I don't know all the answers, but the community may. It's not all about me. It's actually what I can do for you. So to summarise, for all those people and businesses that are desperate to get thousands of likes on their page, I'm going to leave you with the words of Austin Kleon, author of Show Your Work. You want hearts, not eyeballs. If you want followers, be someone worth following.
And that's it for this podcast. Wow, so much stuff in 23 minutes. I hope that's melting your brains. I really do. Guys, if you want to grab a free copy of my book, 101 Questions for Business Owners If They Want Success, go to my website, which is www.marcford.uk. That's www.marcford.uk. Put in your email address and I will send you a free e-copy of that book, and that'll get you thinking and getting you looking at your business from a different perspective and in different ways. It's also got details of the latest and newest mastermind groups on there as well. So if you want to join other like-minded business owners and grow your business, help you monetize it and market it, have a look at the details on the events page. And following this little bit, you will now get a blatant plug. Yes, a blatant plug telling you all about my Back to Business School event in September. On September the 23rd, I'm getting 7 speakers plus me, so you don't have to listen to me drone on for 6 hours. I'm getting 7 other experts to come and join me and help you grow your business by giving you 8 business lessons on things that are working right now. This is not theory. This is not just pulling stuff out of a manual or pulling stuff out of the air. This is stuff that is actually genuinely working for small business owners right now, that is helping them monetize, grow and market their business. Early bird tickets are currently available, so get on that. So hang around and listen to what is happening at that event. So guys, until next time, go out, be bloody brilliant, and I will see you again very soon.
I'm back, and I'm better.
on September the 23rd, I've pulled together some hand-picked experts that really know how to get small businesses moving forward quickly. Whether you're a coach, a service provider, a retailer, an online business, a tradesman or woman, a tinker, a tailor, or even a candlestick maker. Now on that day, myself and my hand-picked experts will help you put the most essential and effective building blocks in place for your business that are working successfully right now for other business owners just like you to become more successful, more confident in what they do and how they do it, along with growing their ability to truly monetize, grow and market their business with a genuine and tangible return on their investment, all in one place. Look, these guys are absolutely killing it in the marketplace right now. One speaker has gone from a 4-figure business to a 6-figure business in less than a year. One is becoming huge across Leicestershire as the #1 go-to sales training company because of the spectacular results that they get. One has supported and rescued hundreds of businesses when they thought all options were gone. One has been building and developing online marketing since the dawn of the internet. And one has more ideas on how to keep your business #1 assets working and well than I can throw a stick at. And what do they all have in common? Well, they're all in one place to help you monetize, grow and market your business, and they are just as fed up with the get-rich-quick workshops that people have copied and pasted from somebody else's business manual. You see, these guys are doing what they teach with their own money, with their own blood, sweat and tears, and their own successful results. The Back to Business School event is designed for you because we all want to help you and give you the tools that really work so that you become the expert in your field that you deserve to be recognized as and create a brand that your customers want to do business with and your competition are left scratching their heads as to why you have become so popular so quickly. Now, why am I doing this? You see, I believe that every business owner is special, otherwise they'd be in the rat race working for somebody else and making money for someone else. I genuinely believe that if you and your business find the right messages, the right easy to follow, scalable systems and have the passion to grow your business, then let me help you build that strong foundation so that your customers will follow you and do most of your marketing and selling for you, because they are just as passionate about who you are and what you do as you are. I'll help you get their attention for the right reasons and help you build a business that you can be proud of and be paid what you deserve to be paid. But you may be asking who exactly this is for. Well, if you're a small business that's struggling to get traction, or an established business that is getting frustrated at the lack of opportunities and wants to grow by using ideas and strategies that are working right now, then this is absolutely designed for you. I am that confident you'll get something out of it that if you are not completely satisfied with the day, I'm going to give you a no questions asked refund. There is absolutely no risk to you. The risk is all on me. So if you are feeling inspired enough or even jealous enough of other successes, whilst you sit still waiting for something to happen, you need to click on the link and get access to our one-day event, the Back to Business School, at this one-off ridiculous price, and get starting smashing your competition right now. I am Marc Ford, I am your best kept business secret, and I hope to see you on September the 23rd.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making